Welcome back to Movie Rewind. Today we'll be looking at the movie Extraction 2. Stay alert, spoilers ahead, do take care. The movie opens with Tyler Rake severely hurt. He is then transported by an air ambulance to a hospital in Dubai. Days pass and there is no response from Tyler. A woman is at his side. Her name is Nick Khan, and she is impatiently watching for Tyler to open his eyes. One day, the doctor informs her that allowing Tyler to live in this condition is not something he believes is wise. Nick, however, won't give up on Tyler. Later, when a nurse is trimming his nails, Tyler starts breathing heavily. Nick is summoned to see his improvement. After a while, Tyler is strong enough to talk to her. Tyler is forced to perform a variety of exercises over the ensuing weeks to strengthen his body. He is constantly with Nick, and she expresses her genuine concern for him. Later, the movie moves to Kajori in Georgia. A man named Zurab is approached by another man who informs him that his brother's sentence has been increased by 10 years. Zurab later meets with the governor and requests that he take action regarding his brother. The governor, however, claims that he is powerless to do anything because his brother committed a serious offense when he threw a DEA agent off a bridge. Zurab becomes enraged and immediately kills the governor and all of his men. Meanwhile, Tyler is with Nick and a young man named Yaz Khan. Tyler is driven by Yaz and Nick to a remote location in Austria. Nick advises Tyler to take advantage of his retirement life in the cabin that she has given him. She advised him to live in a different way in this new chapter of his life. Then we see Davit, Zurab's brother, who is incarcerated. Against the wishes of his wife, he has brought his entire family to live with him in prison. To avoid being cut off from the kids, she has decided to stay with him. Meanwhile, Tyler returns from a drive to find a man drinking tea in front of his house. The man asks if he is the same Tyler, who is the legend of Mumbai that saved the journalist. He adds that he has a job for him, but Tyler tells him he has no interest. The man challenges Tyler, who gives in and shoots the cup out of his hand before ordering him to leave. The man finally reveals that Tyler's ex-wife Mia has offered him the job. He explains that Mia's sister is in a fix. It turns out that she is Davit's wife, who is now detained with him in Georgia. He also explains the backstory of Davit and Zurab. They now go by the name Nagazi. They were born during Georgia's Civil War era, which made them flee to Armenia, where their uncle, who still oversees their gang business, raised them. They had joined a very strong cult by the time they returned to Georgia, which also included members of their immediate family. They take great pride in their organization because it now effectively controls the entire nation. They are made out to be very powerful. As Tyler accepts the job, the man warns that Davit will kill his wife in retaliation if he learns that there is a plan to get her out. Tyler is cautioned to be careful. Tyler calls Nick to let her know the retirement plan is off the table. He gives her the details of the mission and starts making his way to the Dhaka prison in Georgia. The guard in charge of room 207, which is the family's room, is working for Tyler's team. He gives him 5 minutes to complete the task, or there will be problems. Tyler takes the family out, but just as they are about to leave, a prisoner sees them and whistles. When the prisoners all awaken, chaos ensues. Davit catches up to them and starts a fight. They fight for a while, but Tyler ultimately kills him in the end. Tyler and the others come out to a prison riot on the other side. They have to fight their way through a yard full of insanely violent prisoners. They meet Yaz outside and hit the road, but the Nagazi attack them. They succeed in taking them down, after which they make their way to their hideout. However, the Nagazi followed them there, this time with helicopters. Davit's child constantly asks about why their uncle's men are attacking them, but their mother avoids the questions. They are now on a moving train, and Tyler goes outside to fight. Some men from the helicopter land on the train and begin shooting everyone in their path. Nick also puts on a great fight and takes out all of her attackers. When some of the men are about to discover the family, Tyler gets there and kills them all. Yaz steps in to help at some point. Davit's son, Sandro, sees that they're killing his dad's and uncle's men. He looks confused but does not say anything. The train eventually crashes as a result of the chaos, but all of them are safe. Sandro learns that Tyler killed his father. Even though he is told that it had to be done for his mother's safety, Sandro is still angry at Tyler. They get on a plane to Vienna. Sandro overhears their location and steals a phone to tell his uncle Zurab. Sandro pleads for his mother's safety, which makes Zurab realize that Davit's wife is the real reason behind all the trouble. Zurab plots his revenge, while the others make their way to where they believe is a secure location. Zurab hypes his men until they are ready to put their lives on the line to avenge their brother Davit. Meanwhile, Tyler tries to reason with Sandro, and this is when he reveals that Zurab is coming. Just then, dozens of cars and helicopters arrive at the building to attack them. Nick and Tyler take the family to the garage and put them in the car, but Sandro gets out and starts running. He insists that he's going to meet his uncle as he belongs to Nagazi. Yaz tries to catch him, but Sandro eventually gets to his uncle. In the meantime, 3 men get to the garage, and just as they're about to discover the mother and the girl, Tyler attacks them. Tyler kills all of them and gets in the car. He tries to drive out of there, but Zurab's men are everywhere. When the car is hit, he gets the family out of the car and tells them to stay behind him as he shoots everyone they encounter. Zurab sees them and starts to follow them. Just as Zurab is about to shoot them, they rush into the elevator and it shuts. Tyler leaves the mother and the daughter in a room where they would be safe and proceeds to the rooftop alone. On the rooftop, Nick and Yaz are already fighting some of Zurab's men. One of them drives himself and Nick over the edge of the glassed roof. Both of them are unconscious and they start sliding. Tyler sees the man fall down to his death and grabs onto Nick to save her. Both of them are hanging over the edge, but Zurab gets there and shoots at Tyler's hand. Tyler musters some strength and throws Nick to the other side of the roof so he can climb up in safety. In the process, Zurab slips and hangs by the edge just like Tyler did. But Zurab climbs up as well, and a fight takes place between them. When Tyler knocks him out, all of them quickly get on the helicopter, but Yaz is shot dead from behind. It is Zurab who deals the deadly shot. The survivors fly off to Tyler's secluded cabin. Tyler finds Mia there, and they have a conversation about their dead son. Meanwhile, Zurab sits with his uncle, who tells him to give up on his revenge quest. Zurab is furious and kills his uncle right there in front of Sandro. The boy now realizes he made a mistake choosing his uncle's side. Zurab then calls Tyler and arranges a meeting at an airfield. Tyler gets ready and leaves. Nick wants to come along, but he insists on going alone. Tyler gets there to find a bomb strapped to Sandro. Sandro is asked to kill Tyler, but he cannot do it. Nick arrives just in time and tips the situation in their favor. A shootout begins, and Sandro is able to remove the bomb strap. Later, Tyler comes face to face with Zurab. Tyler first hits his face with a box full of nails and shoots him in the head to finish him off. Everyone is finally safe, but Tyler is arrested. The man who hired him comes to get Tyler out of prison on the condition that he agrees to work for him. Tyler insists he must have Nick at his side, and the man agrees. Tyler is reunited with Nick, and with that, the movie comes to an end.